Hi guys, so I am filming two videos today, so if I look the exact same as my video from last Thursday, that is why. So today's video is all about my tongue piercing. So this is the next video in my series that I feel like is almost done. It's not, but it's almost. So I was 16 when I got this pierced. I got it pierced on March 11th, 2014. I know all my other videos have been like, when have I gotten it done? And all this other shit. I actually know this exact date because it was the like 4 or 5 days after I started dating my boyfriend, so I kind of like know our anniversary and I kind of know when I got it pierced after that. This is the weirdest piercing I have, like the weirdest thing I've ever had to do in order to get a piercing. And I know it sounds really crazy, but like usually I have to like beg and like, you know, like ask for months to get this done. I had been actually asking for this piercing since I was 8 years old. And I know that sounds so freaking crazy, but it's true. Ever since I was 8, and I went to my aunt and uncle's house, and I saw my cousin. She had gotten her tongue pierced, I think like a couple weeks prior, and she always sticking it out at us and all this stuff. I was like, that is the coolest piercing I think I've ever seen on anyone. And I was so in love with it. And I remember when she showed me, I walked over to my mom and I was like, hey mom, can I go get my tongue pierced? And she was like, hell no, like, no you cannot, because my mom does not like piercings. I was finally like, I want my tongue pierced. 16th birthday present, tongue piercing. Oh yeah, like, I do not want some sweet 16 fucking birthday party. I want my tongue pierced. So we were at our friend's Danny's house, and he's like a family friend, so my mom comes there too when like everyone's drinking and all this stuff. We were over there chilling, and my boyfriend now, whose name's Chris, asked me out, and I was like, okay. And then we go to the table and we're like sitting there at the table and we were playing a game called Sociables. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a drinking game. I wasn't playing, but like he was and everyone else was. I can't remember what the fuck happened, but someone pulled a fucking card or whatever, and I think it was my mom, and then she's like, I think it was like the dare card to Chris, and she's like, I dare you to kiss my daughter. And I don't know why she would want me to like kiss him like in front of her. Like I thought that was super weird. So she was like telling Chris, she's like, oh kiss her, you have to kiss her. And I was like, I'm not gonna kiss him, like I've just started dating him, I don't really know like too much about him, all this other shit. I knew quite a bit about him, but um but yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not, no, like, now. And then, I can't remember how it came along, but I kind of like had this idea in my head, and I was like, hey, I will kiss him if I'm allowed to get my tongue pierced. And she was like, no, that's not fair. And then I was like, yeah, it is. And then everyone was like, complaining, they're like, oh, your girlfriend doesn't even want to kiss you unless she's gonna get something and all this other shit. And it was just, everyone was like making fun of me, everyone was making fun of him, my mom was yelling at everyone. I was like, I will kiss him if I can get my tongue pierced. That was like the deal. And so she's like, fine. So I kissed my boyfriend, and it was the most awkward thing I've ever been through, and almost everyone there made fun of me and him because they were like, oh, your girlfriend's never gonna kiss you unless she gets something out of it and all this other shit. So it was like very kind of embarrassing and to do that and stuff. And so yeah, that happened on a Thursday, and then we waited the weekend, and then my mom was off Tuesday, and I did have to go to school on Tuesday, but after school, she picked me up, and we drove to Red Deer. Just me and my mom, and we go in there, and I was like, I want to get my tongue pierced and all this other stuff. So he said, okay, stick out your tongue. So I was like, he's like, no, like actually stick out your tongue. And I was like, okay. So like in the front where everyone can see me, I'm sticking my tongue out at him. And I was like as far as I could go, because I was like sticking it out like as far as I could to make sure that I could get it done. So he's like, yeah, you're good. What? He's like, so he said, yeah, you're good. And I was like, okay, cool, awesome. I did not need my mom to sign for this one because I was 16 at the point. At that time in time. Okay. So he sat me in a chair. He said, stick out your tongue. So I stuck out my tongue. He cleaned off the top. He poked a hole, like marked it. And I said, is that good? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you really can't move it because you have like a ton of veins at the bottom of your tongue, and it's like the only place I can put it. And I was like, okay, I like it, so I don't really care. So he said, okay. So he sat me down. He stuck a clamp on. This clamp Did not hurt as bad. So then he said take a deep breath, so I took a deep breath. He said let it out, so I let it out. He jabbed a needle through my tongue. It was not painful. However, all of a sudden my mom's like, oh my god, and starts freaking out. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is she freaking out? What happened? What's going on? I didn't know this because I didn't hear it, but apparently when he stuck the needle through, there was like a loud crunch. Apparently when he stuck the needle through, it kind of like stopped halfway, and like he like jammed it the rest of the way, and there was like a crunch, and my mom freaked out when there was a crunch. And my mom like loves needles and stuff, so she was flipping shit because she heard a crunch. She was like freaking out and all this other stuff, and I was like, he's like, no, it's fine, it was just going through her tongue, and you know, it got stuck, so I had to like jam it, and like, it's fine. I was like, holy shit. Then he puts the bar through, and the bar was so fucking long. But the pain rating was like nothing. Like, honestly, it did not hurt. Like a 2. No, it was a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. Seriously, it did not hurt me at all. It felt like nothing even happened. He put the bar through, didn't feel it, and then he made me swish with mouthwash, which he made me do before. I kind of forgot to mention that. He made me swish with a couple mouthwash before, and then he made me swish with 3 times after. So he was prepared. He knew what the fuck was gonna go down. He like had like a towel wrapped up, or like a paper towel like wrapped up, and then I was like spitting out, and there was just like drool and slobber just like all over the place, like coming out. So he just like grabbed a towel and like hit it all, and I was like, oh my god, I can't spit. Like, it was ridiculous. He's like, you know, your tongue's gonna swell up, you can suck on ice, you can drink cold water, you can take Advil, you know, popsicles are good as long as you wash your mouth out with mouthwash after you eat anything or drink anything besides water. Okay, no big deal, like that's fine. And he said just rinse or like brush your teeth, and when you're brushing your teeth, just gently brush around it, and mouthwash every morning and night, and also after every time you eat. So I was like, that is doable. I can do that. And then as we were out there, he was like, you're gonna get like really swollen tongue. So here's some words you won't be able to say. And I don't remember the words at all, but they were like really stupid words. I was able to say them the entire time I had my tongue pierced. The only thing I couldn't do is like stick out my tongue, or when I was chewing food, I couldn't push food to like the side of my mouth. So when I ate something, I had to like eat small pieces, and I like shoved it to the side of my cheek, and then I'd chew it and like swallow it. Swallowing was also kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. So my mom bought me like little cheese curds that you put on like poutine, and she bought me like a couple bags of those, and I just like would shove pieces of cheese in my mouth. And after I got my piercing done, and it was done and all this other stuff, I went to Walmart and I bought like a huge bottle of Crest Pro Health mouthwash. It had to be, oh, fuck, I can't remember. It had to be, it said like without whatever, I don't know. It couldn't have a special or a specific like ingredient or something in it, and Crest Pro Health didn't have it. So I bought like a giant one of that, and then I went to the like travel dollar section or whatever, and I bought like a teeny tiny little baby one that was of the same brand and all this other stuff, so that I could take it with me to school and wherever I went and all this other shit, so that I would have a thing to mouth wash all the time. I did get this done at Native Arts Tattoo as well. I got everything done there. His name is Dean. He's super awesome. If you lived in the Red Deer area, go get it done by him. He's super professional and super chill and awesome. I love him. So yeah, so that was it. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more weird awesomeness, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!